I'm not bragging about it at all, but I have to defend myself. For whatever reason, I'm not sure why Oklahoma seems to be your target. There's plenty of teams in the playoffs that you could have said you wanted to see, but you wanted to see Oklahoma. So therefore, I had to remind you that the last time you saw that your coach saw Oklahoma, Coach Stevens, I'm not sure if he got past the 50-yard line through the entirety of the game. I just that has to be said, right?
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, the fact that you beat me twice in the playoffs is why I mentioned your name. But I feel
Oh
what you're
shit!
saying.
I didn't even. There was a first time. I didn't even.
Tulsa, Oklahoma, man.
I tell you what, after like so many ass whoopings, after a while, you kind of forget. You know what I mean? Like,
Boy,
you kind of forget. My bad. I'll never forget again. I put it like that. Did you score that game? Like,
I beat you that game, but that's for another episode.
my fault.
That's for another episode, man. I think we about to be live. Think we live, y'all.
Yes, sir, man. Let's get it, y'all. We are live in this motherfucker. Saturday college football edition of the Never Made It podcast. All right. I'm your host, D Will, aka Magic Don Juan with the bet slips. But as usual, we got bet slips today, game picks today, the usual. Good morning, Jimmy. I see you in the comments right off the bat. Shout out to Jimmy. Shout out to my nigga Will getting us started today. All right, man. You already know how we do it on Saturday morning. Coming up out of Warren, Ohio, located in Pittsburgh, Ohio. Eagles fan, Lakers fan, Buckeyes fan. Give it up for my resident co-host, Timothy Delgado. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. What's going
Good
on,
morning,
everyone?
brother.
Man, greatly excited to be here. Blessed to see another Saturday, another day. Man, can't wait to get into it, man. I got my brother Ant with us this morning. What's going on, brother?
Hey, good morning, fellas. Another college football Saturday, brothers. Let's rock it.
Time out, time out. What you wearing?
I got that fresh official never made it hoodie,
I salute you, man.
Get the-
Way to put the merch on,
Oh
man.
yeah, we
I
getting the
like
merch line
that.
started.
Hey,
Hey,
how it feel? How it feel? Is it comfortable?
bro, I feel like I don't want to mention no other platforms, but I feel like I'm at Barstool or something like that, bro. Like this shit is so official. We got hats on the way. We got coffee mugs. We got whatever y'all want. We're gonna get the shop started. So if y'all follow the podcast, like the podcast, and you hit bets, you're gonna be able to purchase hoodies, hats, coffee mugs, whatever y'all want. We'll have it for you. Never made it. Sports and picks.
And if you need to get in, if you're looking to purchase some of that stuff, if you're looking to purchase a mug, a hat, a hoodie, as you can see, in different colors too, at that, get in touch with our with Will, our producer, our guy. He gonna lead you the way from there. And we gonna get you right, man. Get you anything you need, man.
Never made it.
Never
Never
made it.
made it, man, for sure. But before we get into the games and the picks and the debates and all that good shit, you know what I'm saying? We gonna go ahead and pay some bills around this motherfucker. So the first we have our sponsor, which is brought to you by CNL Cleaning. All right. She has the cleaning business coaching book, your step-by-step guide to building a profitable cleaning business. Inside, you'll learn how to price your services, attract quality clients, and set up systems that actually work. Written by a successful cleaning business owner, this book gives you the real blueprint, no fluff, whether you're just starting out or scaling up. It's a must read. Grab your copy today. The link will be located in the comments. All right. So grab your copy of that. I got a copy of the book right here. The book looked good, you know what I'm saying? It looks good. The book, it pretty much gives you, like I just said, it's a detailed explanation on how to start a cleaning business or how to get clients or how to maintain clients, whatever questions you got, it's in here. And she also has business planners for sale too as well. So click the link in the description. It'll send you to the website. You can get access to all of this stuff. And that is that. All right. So it's college football morning. We getting in the picks. We not playing no games today. Last week we had bangers. This week we got bangers. I was 2 for 2 on the picks last week. I don't know who was tailing the bets, but I got 2 more double ups for y'all later on today. And Ant got a Hail Mary. So if you smart, you will stick around. All right. But the first game we're gonna get into today, we got Ole Miss on the road versus Oklahoma. We got Ant's Ole Miss. I ain't even gonna call them by their last name because I don't like them. And then we got the Oklahoma Boomer Sooners. Tim, I know you rocking with the Sooners. Talk to me. Talk
I
to me.
just, the only thing that I hate about this game is that that is so early, you know, and that meaning that after the ass whooping that Ole Miss is about to receive, Ant has to dwell on that all day. You know what I'm saying? It's different when it's like 8 o'clock primetime game. You get your ass whooped. I mean, but then you got to sleep on it too, so that's not as good either. But the fact that it's a 12 o'clock game and we fitting to whoop that ass, and you got to dwell on that all day, I kind of feel bad for my brother. You know what I mean? So, but Oklahoma, I got Oklahoma here. I'm gonna be respectful. I won't say it's gonna be by a landslide, but I got them covering the spread. Last time I seen it was at 5.5. Um, I believe Oklahoma covers. Mateer played terrible at Texas. Uh, what was that, a week ago? 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, yeah.
Terrible at Texas. Now he's at home. I believe he gets his act together. I believe he looks a lot better. I know Ole Miss is coming to play some ball. They got that running game in there that's ready to handle business, but it's not going to be enough. Not going to be enough against Oklahoma Sooner at home. So I'm rolling with Oklahoma here in a big game here.
Okay, Ant.
I don't know why he picked Oklahoma. They haven't really shown me anything this year. They beat Michigan, who we thought was something, but they're actually trash. And if he watched the Ole Miss game versus Georgia last week, you would have to pick Ole Miss in this game. I mean, they lost to Georgia by 8 at Georgia. Trinidad Chambliss looked amazing.
Trinidad James.
Trinidad Trinidad Chambliss looked great in that game against Georgia. If you watched it, I mean, they don't have any shackles on that kid. He's throwing the ball wherever he wants, and he looks amazing. He had 3 great quarters of football, and that was his. He came from Division II. He played Division II last year. That was his first road game in Division I football at a big stage like that. Okay, the kid looked amazing. He had one I wouldn't even say bad quarter. It just wasn't a great quarter. They lost to Georgia by 8 at Georgia. Now, when I look at that, of course, you play to win. If there is such thing as a good loss, I think that was a good loss. They lost to Georgia by 8. They're going to go to Oklahoma. I didn't do the spread. I'm just going to roll Ole Miss money line, but Ole Miss is going to handle Oklahoma. Oklahoma, they're not great. I mean, I'd say they're mid-tier SEC team, especially after what happened with Texas. I mean, what has Oklahoma really shown us this year?
No, Chan. What have Ole Miss shown us this year? You can't bring up a loss as the example. I mean, I don't understand that.
Ole Miss beat LSU, and that's a quality opponent. And they've shown us that they're still in the running for the SEC championship. They have one conference loss. If you're gonna pick a conference champion or somebody to play in a championship, Ole Miss is still up there. Oklahoma's not. There's no way anybody's picking Oklahoma to go to the SEC championship this year.
Oh, Tim got him winning the SEC.
I got him winning the SEC champ. I mean, what are we talking about here? The same thing that you're saying. I can say the exact same thing. Oklahoma, we got one SEC loss against Texas. That's it. The only team, if I'm not mistaken, that doesn't, which is D's pick Alabama, right? And they lost to Florida State. That's their only loss. They don't have another SEC loss, right?
No, they don't have no SEC losses.
Okay, so as we look at right now, it's pretty much, as of today, it's whoever's gonna meet Alabama in the SEC championship, and it's gonna be Oklahoma. I mean, I don't understand. Today is kind of gonna lead to, it's gonna start that trend.
No, today's a big game. It's a big game because whoever loses is going to have 2 conference losses, which pretty much in the SEC is probably going to put you out because you still got Vanderbilt, Missouri, Ole Miss, Oklahoma. I think those are the 4 teams. Georgia, all those teams with 1 loss. Now, this is a big game today, but Oklahoma, man, they're not it, bro. They're not it. I know you like them, but they're just not it.
Listen,
Mateer has 7 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. I mean, we thought he was going to be in New York, bro.
He got injured. He got injured.
Yeah, but how many weeks was he out, Tim?
He was out about 2 or 3, I believe.
He was out 2 weeks, man.
He was out 2 weeks.
7 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. He's not what we thought. He's good. He's good.
That's a big deal,
bro. 2 weeks.
2 weeks is potentially. Come on, let's be honest here.
Hold on, but your touchdown to interception ratio doesn't matter how many weeks you're out. Your ratio is your ratio, and his Bro, for every touchdown he's throwing an interception. He's going to lead this team to beat Ole Miss? Nah.
The 2
Well, he
weeks
was
that
coming back from an injury last week. You got to cut him a little bit of slack, right?
you
No.
feel me, and then the 2 weeks that he missed was against Kent State at home, right? And and Auburn the week before that, Auburn at home.
Okay.
So I mean, like those are you talking at least maybe potential maybe 5 to 6 more touchdown passes that I could be adding to the list potentially.
Let me ask you something. Did you watch the Ole Miss game against Georgia?
I did.
Okay, who's a better quarterback, Trinidad Chambliss or John Mateer?
That's not fair. That's not a fair question.
It is, because I think especially now Ole Miss is going on the road for the second week in a row.
Oh,
Bro,
somebody in the comments got Ole Miss winning the SEC. Oh my goodness.
No. But look, I think for Ole Miss to win the SEC, because I had them picked too, Georgia's gonna have to lose another conference game because now they have the tiebreaker against Ole Miss. So I mean that's tough, right? But if Ole Miss don't make it, they'll be the first team out. Oklahoma they just ain't it, bro. I'm not talking no trash, but it just Ole Miss looks better. If they lost to Georgia by 8 on the road, they're gonna go to Oklahoma and win this game.
Go ahead, D. I'll let you get in here, brother. Go ahead.
My bad. Go, yeah.
Oh, y'all know I'm just chilling, letting y'all do y'all. Y'all know I'm coming with stats and numbers. I'm letting y'all get the
All
hard.
right, talk to us, man.
But so in the last 4 games, Ole Miss then went under. They 3-1. So I know they just had a nice high scoring game versus Georgia, but low key their games have been going under. So this could be a nice low scoring game for real in the low 20s. Somebody might even end up with 17. Ole Miss plus I got them plus 7.5. I know the spread is at what was the spread at? -4.5. It might have moved by now. I'm not sure, but it was -4.5. Oh, it's -5.5. Yeah, I upped it to 7.5. I feel like if they lose, it's not going to be by more than a touchdown. The way they just played Georgia, if they went on the road and played Georgia, like Ann said, and lost by 8, was that overtime or did they just lose by? No, they just lost by 8, didn't they? It wasn't
lost by 8, yeah.
Yeah. So, but still, though, that game was actually back and forth for a while before Georgia finally took over. I don't think Oklahoma is Georgia, nor do I think Oklahoma has the roster Georgia has. I'm not saying Ole Miss wins, but I would take Ole Miss with the points. But my pick is Ole Miss. I'm picking Ole Miss to win the game. I'm not picking it though. I'm not betting it though. But I do think Ole Miss wins. A close game though, so that 5.5 points is probably good for real. But I'm upping it to 7.5, just in case they lose by a touchdown. Maybe Oklahoma, maybe it's tied 24-24. Oklahoma scored a touchdown, beat them 31-24. The 7.5 covers that. So other than that, I think Ole Miss win this game, man.
This is insane. I don't understand.
I'm sorry, Tim.
The disrespect. You feel me? Before he got injured, I'm sitting here looking at it. He had a solid game against, I mean, call it for what it is, but against Illinois State. Okay. Solid game against Michigan, Temple. You feel me? And then he gets injured. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what you want him to do. His numbers ain't going it's not gonna look like Ole Miss's quarterback because he got injured. And then his first game back, he goes on the road to Texas. What do you want from him? He went to Texas. His
With a
first
thumb injury. That's big for a quarterback too, for sure.
No, it's big for quarterback. But Tim, I mean, listen to what you just said, bro. I can't let you get away with that. You said nobody state, Kent State. I mean, bro, every game. I mean, yeah. And here's the thing: his interception. Michigan. Who's come on, bro? Michigan's trash this year. They can't throw a forward pass. First off, Mateers, bro, your touchdown to interception ratio, bro, you could miss half the season. Your ratio should still be good. I mean, just because you miss 2 games doesn't mean you're going to throw just as many interceptions as touchdowns.
But you're being slick because it's not like he hasn't done this. He threw 3 of them last week. So 3 of them
Texas, against
right.
Texas. Is Texas a great deep? Well, they're a pretty good defense. I'll give you that.
Pretty good defense and on the road.
Right.
But they only put up 6 points. They couldn't even get a tutty.
Right.
They couldn't even get a tutty. But like, I'm with you. Mateer was hurt. He came back too quick from that thumb injury. But he came back because he wanted to play in that Texas game. But hey, they got Watt, and Texas ain't even that good.
They're not.
We know that for man. I got Ole Miss today, man. I got Ole Miss, bro. I got Ole Miss. Texas ain't good.
Nah.
Texas is
Thumb
not good.
injury or no thumb injury, you got to put up more than 6 points. Everybody
Not,
competing with Texas.
What
not
was
only that,
what was because I hate that I got to use this point. I hate that I got to do this.
Texas
But
gonna have problems today with Mississippi State on the road.
what was the Ohio State? What do you think of Ohio State? Best team in the country, right?
best team in the
Best
country.
team in the country.
Don't
We
do
all
it,
agree.
team. Don't do it, bro.
I have to. I hate that I got to do this, but I have to. What was the final score? Ohio
14
State
to
versus
7. 14 to 7. Now,
Oh man, that was the first game of the season.
first game of the season,
We
bro.
was at that game. We was at that game. Shout out to Ant.
No doubt, bro. They had the shackles on Julian Sand and Arch Manning, bro. That was a 3 yards in a cloud of dust game, bro. They was being very careful with each other that game.
Yeah, that was the first game of the season. Nobody wanted to blow it.
Right.
Nobody wanted to blow
They
it.
was protecting their quarterbacks, bro. And we all know that.
Protecting the quarterback.
No, it was the first game. It's college football, first game of the year. They're not about to come out airing that motherfucker out like that.
He's
and a lot of hold on. Like I said, we was at the game. A lot of Ohio State receivers was dropping passes too, Tom.
So hold on. So first game of the season. I'm not going. You feel me? It's we not going to. What do you say? Go come out guns blazing first game of the season.
We ain't about to blow it. Coming out, releasing our whole arsenal the first game of the season.
Not going to release our whole arsenal first game of the season.
Oh my god!
But however, you feel me? We going, and this ain't even really because you kind of was giving grace, D. So this ain't even towards you, but. We're not gonna come out guns blazing first game of the season for Ohio State and Texas, but my quarterback for who has been missing 2 games, when he comes back against Texas, we gonna take the shackles off against him though. No chains against him. You don't think maybe Oklahoma was trying to maybe restrain their quarterback
injury for a quarterback? A thumb injury for a quarterback, he shouldn't have came back. It clearly was his thumb.
I agree with you. Facts. He should not have came back. That is absolute facts. He shouldn't have came back. That's fair. But he did. And then when he did, he didn't look good. But we agreed that he shouldn't have played.
Yeah.
I mean, cut him some slack, Ant. What do you want him to do?
Okay.
Ant. Yeah. You know what that sound like?
Oh my god.
You know what that sound like?
Bruh. But here's the thing. I mean, Tim, okay, I understand he was injured. He came back from injury. Bro, all year, we're talking about Mateer being this great quarterback. He's thrown 7 touchdowns all year, bro. And he's thrown 6 interceptions. Like, bro, he's not. I mean, look, he's good. He's good. He's not going to will his team to beat Ole Miss today. Bro, Ole Miss's quarterback is too good. He's just too good. That's one of the best quarterbacks in the country.
We have tape, and we have tape where you agreed with me that earlier in the year, Mateer could have been one of the names, possibly in New York at the end of the day. We have the tape.
He started off a year baller, no doubt.
He started off
but
he got injured.
It's just like how Texas was ranked high in the beginning of the year. Bro, like we thought Michigan was a good team. We thought they were a good team, right? Now, when he balled out against Michigan, damn, man, we thought he did that against a good team. Now, is anybody saying Michigan? Is this the same Michigan we thought they were?
Against a good defense.
Okay. Well, hey, I'm not, we got other games, but I'm just going to say this. Ole Miss money line. If you're making a bet slip, take Ole Miss. Go back. We did some research for you, but if you want to do your own, but anybody who really knows this is going to pick Ole Miss at least money line.
So because
Oklahoma has no chance.
Let me ask you this, and there's only one way. There's only one way that this needs to end. You know what I mean? There's only one way that this needs to end. Let me ask you this:
body.
If Ole Miss and Mateer, or I'm sorry, if Oklahoma and Mateer is this pretender that you claim that they are, middle of the pack that you claim that they are, right? If they are who you say they are, if they win tonight, right, or today, this morning, the afternoon, if they win, then what does that mean for Ole Miss? Does that mean?
That means Ole Miss isn't as good as I thought they were.
Okay, all right. So then, therefore, this is what I want. Then this is what I want, because I want you to admit that they not who you thought they were, and there's only one way for us to do that. So how about we place our bet? You know how we get down, because next week I want you to tell me. I want to hear the the glory of you telling me that Ole Miss had no business being in the same conversation as Oklahoma. What do we got to
Okay, how
do?
about this? Yeah, we got to deal, but I'm gonna up it even more. If Ole Miss wins, you ain't gotta say nothing to me, bro. Because guess what? Ole Miss is supposed to win. They're a better team. Like I'm not gonna get happy about Ole Miss beating a mid-level Oklahoma team. So if you win, I'll roll out the red carpet. If I win, business as usual, bro.
Business as usual. I fucking love it.
Business as usual.
Oh
I
my
love it.
God,
All right, look.
bro.
Oklahoma, Ole Miss is 4.5-point favorites. I'm taking Ole Miss, and I teased it to Ole Miss minus 5.5. So that's plus 310. So I'm gonna make this live Hail Mary for everybody. So Ole Miss minus 5.5 is where I'm going with this. Because I got Ole Miss winning with Ant. I'm not riding them to the SEC championship. I'm with Bama, but I got them winning today. All right. Okay, let's move on, man. Let's get to the next shit.
For sure, man.
Missouri on the road versus Vanderbilt. I know Vanderbilt is your boys, and you've been rocking with Vanderbilt shit since week one. You took them. They only got one L. You took them for the L. They are favored by 2.5 points. So a field goal. That's what you get for being at home. So it tells me
Right.
that they think this is a 50-50 game.
Right.
Vanderbilt is 6-1. Missouri is 6-1. Missouri's only loss came to my boys, Alabama, at home to Alabama. Like they couldn't, Bama. But where you looking at in this game? And I know you taking Vanderbilt if I know you. The question
I'm
is by
taking.
how much and what
I'm
is your
taking. I'm taking Vanderbilt. They both have one loss, and they both lost to the same team. Now, Vandy lost to Bama. It was 30-14. Missouri lost to Bama by
right,
3 points.
right.
But
Roll Tide.
the thing with this game, Vanderbilt has home field advantage, which we know in college football is huge. And their quarterback, this quarterback is nice. I mean, Pavia, however you say his last name, Diego Pavia, he's going to be the difference maker with 1,569 passing yards, 15 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
Right.
I'm taking
He's leading the
Vanderbilt.
team in rushing too, man. God damn.
I didn't see. I didn't even know that.
He's
But
leading the team in rushing too. Like
yeah,
he
this
had 2 rushing
quarterback is
touchdowns last week because I picked against him. I'm not
nice.
even mean to cut you off, but yeah, I picked full disclosure. I took LSU last week. And this
I'm,
nigga, he ain't even a nigga, but this nigga kept running the ball in for touchdowns. I'm like, damn.
yeah, he's
Like,
nice.
I'm becoming a believer. I hear you.
Yeah, no, I'm taking Vandy at home. On my bet slip, I believe I took Vandy minus 3.5. I believe it was. So I got to double check that, but I'm definitely taking Vandy, and I took the spread because they're going to win this game, and I believe Vandy is if Vandy's at home. Yeah, they're at home. They're not losing this game. There's no way. Matter of fact, I got it right here. I took Vanderbilt minus 3.5. I think they're going to win by more than a field goal. But yeah, they're playing Missouri. Missouri's nice though. Missouri really battled with Bama, but they was at home too. So I mean, like I said, that home field means something. But Vandy is that, bro. They ain't no pretender. Vandy's nice, and they actually still have a shot. Like I said, they're one of the one-loss teams that have a shot at a conference championship. Am I going to take them that far? No, but I'm keeping them in the mix. They win today.
Hey, I just seen something that I didn't even realize. Real quick, not to get off subject real quick, but how come none of us is there a reason none of us has mentioned Texas A&M as a division? Because they're the ones actually leading this pack in the SEC.
We got them on the rundown today.
Okay, all right.
Come on now. You know we you know what we do here, baby. You know what it
I'm
is,
just
dog.
wow. That's this SEC. I'm looking at the standings in this SEC, and I'm like kind of appalled because it's like everybody is really in within. You know what I mean? Like everybody's within grasp from Vanderbilt, Oklahoma, Missouri, Texas, Ole Miss, Georgia, Bama, Texas A&M. All of them are in grasp of you know of the lead there. For me, and as far as this game goes, I'm gonna roll the other way. I think Missouri is gonna win this game. You're not gonna tell me that your quarterback is your leading rusher, and we're gonna just keep. Eventually, this has to catch up with you. It has to. I mean, and I believe this has to be the week that it does. Alabama or Vanderbilt, I'm sorry, in their last 5 games, LSU, Bama, where they lost. They beat LSU pretty nice. Bama they lost, and then they've played pretty much nobody. South Carolina was pretty respectable, but they played two nobody universities. As to where Missouri has played Auburn, Bama. You know what I mean? And then you had a couple nobody universities in there as well. But I believe all Missouri is tested, battle tested here. And again, you're not about to keep telling me that your quarterback is your leading rusher, and I'm going to allow that trend to continue. I believe he catches up with him. So I'm rolling with Missouri here. I'm obviously if you were betting, you taking Missouri here money line. I wouldn't quite do no spread numbers or anything. Like, they would cover obviously, but yeah, I'm gonna roll Missouri here.
All right, man. Like again, you know what I'm coming with, man. So Missouri didn't beat Vanderbilt 5 times straight. 5 times straight. That's with the quarterback Pavia and all of that shit. So when they was nice last year, Missouri beat them. I don't know if I want to take Missouri today. I think the trend might finally fucking end today because this quarterback, he seemed like he on a mission this year. Only team I took Alabama against them. Alabama won, but I took LSU and LSU folded. But LSU ain't the team that we actually think they are. Now I'm looking at Missouri. I'm sorry. I'm looking at Missouri. Missouri struggled on the road last week against Auburn. They won in overtime 23-17. So that means it was 17-17. So they put up 17 points. And Auburn is not impressive at all this year. I mean, they're still Auburn. They're going to be a good SEC team, but they're not, you know what I'm saying, they're not the cream of the crop. So with that being said, now they're going on the road to Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is not who they used to be. I would probably take Auburn in this game with the points. I would tease the points up to 6.5 again.
You said Vanderbilt?
I mean, Missouri, my bad. I would take Missouri in this game plus 6.5. Okay. I see SDOT got that same bet in the comments too. We thinking alike. I would probably tease it up if I'm betting this to Missouri plus 6.5. But I think Vanderbilt is gonna win the game. But I don't want to take them by more than that 3. So, but yeah, I'm going with Vanderbilt to win the game. I'm going with Vanderbilt to win the game. And on my Hail Mary ticket that I got Ole Miss with 5.5, I'm gonna put Vanderbilt on that ticket to win by 2.5.
Okay. I like Missouri in this game, man. I like Missouri. Let me ask you a question, Ant.
Yeah.
If Vanderbilt wins, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're ranked number 10 right now, beating a top 15 team. You would think that they would, go up probably like at least in the top 8. You would think so, right?
Right.
So if they win, you still like how would your confidence be for Vanderbilt as amongst the SEC teams?
Well, the way I'm looking at it right now, if it started today, it'll be Alabama versus Georgia. Okay, if Georgia holds the tiebreaker over Ole Miss. Oh well, no, it would be A&M. I keep forgetting A&M's in that.
I just said that.
7-0.
So it would be Bama versus A&M.
A&M. Yeah.
Georgia first team out. Ole Miss would be next. Now here's the thing. Forget about the conference championship. If you look further to the playoffs, if Vanderbilt keeps playing the way they are, they're gonna miss the conference championship and then end up in the playoffs. And I'm telling you right now, I think Vanderbilt is like the boogeyman. Like, don't nobody want to play Vanderbilt right now. Don't nobody want to play them. Because actually, that 30-14 loss against Alabama, some of them points came in garbage time. They played a good game against Alabama. I mean, we was watching that and it was close. So no, I don't think Vandy makes the conference championship, but they're going to the playoffs. I believe that.
You're gonna have a situation where you're gonna have, because they play each other, you know what I'm saying? Oklahoma still has to play Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Like these teams have still got to play each other still, right. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have a situation where because of that, they're deserving to get in that playoffs, but probably won't. There's teams that won't get in, and other schools with better records are going to have to get in just because they have a better record. But
I'm going to tell you right now, after this week and then after next week, Oklahoma is not even. Oklahoma and playoffs won't even belong in the same sentence, bro.
Oh my gosh,
that's dead.
You're not playing about Oklahoma.
That's dead, bro.
Come on, I'm tired of this disrespect, bro. Like this
dead, bro. Come on now.
I can't wait. I can't wait, man. It's just for Mateer to show you why he. You know what I'm saying? It was his first. Never mind. Let's
Look,
move on. Let's move.
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
move.
go ahead, go ahead. Yeah, yeah.
Y'all good?
Yeah,
Well,
we
I'm just
good.
gonna say one more thing. If Mateer throws 3 touchdowns today, hey, he'll throw three interceptions too. So I'm ready for it.
Oh, you stupid.
I'm ready for it.
All right, y'all. Before we move on to the next game, let me just bring up and let y'all know. We going live today around 11:15. We got a 2K26 live draft. We going live for the it's a fantasy draft. We're going live for the fantasy draft. We starting the franchise. We already got a franchise in NCAA football 26, in case anybody hear that. It's out there. But we already got a franchise for that though. So now we start one a fantasy draft in the NBA 2K26 today, and we're gonna do it live for y'all. It's gonna be over at the Never Made It YouTube page, and it's gonna be live on Twitch. Everybody gonna stream it on Twitch. So if you know somebody from Never Made It, just get on their Twitch. You will see it on there. All right. All
Mhm.
right. Fellas, y'all ready for that, man?
Oh yeah.
Who would, let's say, D, you got the #1 overall pick. Who would you take?
The #1 overall pick, I'm taking LeBron.
Taking LeBron.
I'm taking
Now,
LeBron.
I don't remember. I don't quite remember if we said like all eras, right? Like it's an all time draft, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have legends in it and everything, you know,
So
like
what year?
Magic, Will.
What year
Yeah.
LeBron or would you look for? Who LeBron? Miami LeBron, Laker
Nah, I
LeBron.
want the Cleveland Cavs. I want when he went back to Cleveland.
Ooh.
Yeah, when he went back to Cleveland. I want the down 3-1 LeBron.
They say that 2018 LeBron is one of the best. That's the ain't that the that Cavs LeBron that they gave the MVP to Harden. They say it should have went to LeBron that year.
He got enough, man.
You can say that for a lot of. And who you taking? #1 overall pick. Who you taking? First pick.
But it's between two players, Allen Iverson and Paul Pierce.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my God. And I'm a
That's
Celtics fan with you, but God damn.
bro. No, no, hold up. But here's the thing on 2K. Paul Pierce's shot is so unique, bro. It's real. You don't have to get his shot down. You know when to release that thing with Paul Pierce. And as far as Allen Iverson, bro, you ain't stopping him. Tim, stop, bro. Ain't nobody stopping Allen Iverson,
Allen
man. You
Iverson
know
might be
that.
a sleeper. That might be a sleeper first pick, but
That's
Yeah.
not a. Don't gas that, please.
I'm
Don't
gassing
don't.
that, man. That might be a sleeper
No.
first pick, bro.
Oh my
You can
God.
take Allen. He literally went #1 in real life, first off. And then he's gonna be a
This ain't no all
99.
time. We talking
He,
all time.
he gonna be 99. He gonna be a 99, bro.
And
No,
I
he's
can play him
not.
like the point guard. Oh man. Oh
Iverson's
my
gonna be a
God.
99. Whatever version Will put on there, that nigga's gonna be a 99. If he take the
Yes.
76ers MVP Iverson, you telling me that he ain't a
99.
99, Tim? No, look
Yes.
at the camera, Tim. You
Yeah.
telling me 2001 Iverson ain't a 99?
No,
Yes,
you're
he's a
not.
99.
All right, thank you. That's all I'm
He's
Yeah,
a
saying.
no, you're
99.
not.
Nobody's taking Allen
No, you're
Iverson
not.
first, #1 overall
Stop.
pick.
Okay.
And I get the #1 overall pick. Y'all know who I'm taking, man. The Bean, if he's there. If the Bean's not there, then I'm taking the Diesel. But if the Bean is, which obviously he's gonna
Pause.
I'm taking Shaq or Kobe Bryant #1 overall pick.
Okay. Okay. Ain't nobody say Jordan. That's crazy.
Why would we?
I mean, it's 2K. If I get Jordan, I'm just trying to score the ball. You feel me?
Right.
So I'm trying to
No,
pass. I need somebody that can pass and do everything. LeBron.
I thought. I mean, you would think, you know what I'm saying. Being the historian, that I thought he would have, take somebody like Jordan, not no goddamn Paul Pierce and Allen Iverson.
Ain't you gonna be playing on broadcast, bro?
I don't know yet, man. I don't know yet. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. Hey, Tim's disrespect for Allen Iverson is crazy, man.
Crazy.
Crazy. I
No,
know
it's
this is not a
not.
football subject,
Crazy.
but Allen Iverson, come
You
on,
for a
bro.
second there, you thought he wasn't a 99. You
I know.
considered
What are
thinking
you
it
talking
was a
about?
thought in your mind for a second that Allen Iverson wouldn't be a
If
99.
you gonna take that version,
You
the
take the
one
best version
version
of
where he won the MVP of, then
yeah,
sure,
yeah.
it's like MLB, like on the game the show. He'll hit that card would be a 99, sure. But Allen Iverson amongst the goats, a 99
What would be a sufficient overall for Allen Iverson for you amongst the goats?
amongst the goats, right?
Amongst the
So
goats.
here's my thought
Is Allen
process.
Iverson rated higher than Isaiah Thomas?
Hell yeah.
Is his overall better than Isaiah Thomas? If we talking 2K, should Allen Iverson's overall be the best version of Allen Iverson? Should it be better, Or we said amongst the goats. So if you compare them to all the goats, what's your
Yeah, but
Iverson's overall?
but Isaiah Thomas ain't gonna be amongst the goats though. I don't know why you used him.
Isaiah Thomas ain't gonna be amongst the.
Hell no.
It's only a few point guards in front of Isaiah Thomas.
You got to think if we talking amongst the goats, right? Then you got to be top 3 at your position of every position. If we talking amongst the goats, you got to be top 3 of.
But you got Magic Johnson, Steph Curry. We got Russell Westbrook. Me and you.
Right.
All right. Now who you got after that, other than Isaiah Thomas?
After Isaiah Thomas?
Before Isaiah Thomas, who you got after that?
After Magic? It's Isaiah Thomas. After Russ.
I got Magic, Curry, Westbrook, and then Isaiah.
As Isaiah Thomas, right? Agreed. But he ain't top 3. I said top 3.
You could put him there though. I mean, that's arguable.
No, I ain't taking him over Russell Westbrook. I don't give a damn what.
I ain't taking him over.
You put Isaiah Thomas in front of Russell Westbrook, he gonna take that nigga's lunch every time.
You feel me? Every trip.
Every time.
Every trip. And then there's other people, bro. There's other people that would debate with you too, because you got the Jason Kidds of the world, you got the Steve Nashes of the world. Like there's other people that would debate with you on the. I mean, there's people that would debate with you on Russ too. I don't think it is a debate. I think Russ is clearly the third grade. Like if Russ gets a ring, I don't even think it's clear about who the like Magic and Curry's on their own platosphere. You know what I'm saying? Like they on their own. You know what I'm saying? And then the next person after them. I think if Russ gets a ring, it ain't even close. It's not close.
Yeah, he already third for me. We're gonna get back on track though, man. Y'all, hey, just stick around today. We will be live after this with the 2K26 fantasy draft on Twitch and on our YouTube channel. Never Made It. There's gonna be plenty of spicy debates on there, and it's gonna be more of us in the chat. So come fuck with us, all right?
Jimmy, he was unstoppable. Stop it. I mean, he was stoppable.
Kobe stopped it.
You feel me? Like he was stoppable.
Kobe stopped it. Kobe stopped it. Oh my God.
I mean, I ain't saying he stopped it, but the finals, bruh. In the final, you know Kobe was only in the finals after that game 1.
If I said, look, I apologize because
I ain't saying he stopped it. I'm just talking about that final series. They got 4-1.
If I said, listen, if I said Iverson, show me your hand full of rings, he gonna go like this. No rings,
bro.
Empty.
I'm gonna tell you.
Now you gotta put your hand down.
He can go there. Okay,
he's doing the John Cena.
Bro, Allen Iverson taking that 76ers team is comparable to LeBron's first time getting to the championship with that Cavs team, bro. He took a whole. I ain't gonna disrespect Eric Snow and Mutombo, but he didn't have nobody offensively, bro. Now Mutombo on the defense, yeah, but bro, Allen Iverson.
No, that's real shit. That's real shit. That's comparable. That's a good comparison.
It's a very good comparison. And here's the thing: that Lakers team, matter of fact, that Lakers team didn't lose one playoff game that year. The only one they lost was to the 76ers in the finals. They would have swept every team except for Allen Iverson's trash 76ers team. That's it.
Before we get back on track, and we got to get back on track here. I just want everything that you're telling me, and you want to know what that sounds like to me, brother?
It sounds like Allen Iverson's one of the greatest basketball players of all time. That's what it sounds like.
It sounds like a whole lot of not my problem and a bunch of excuses. That's what it sounds like.
All right, Tim, who was better? The Cavs team that LeBron took to the finals and got swept by the Spurs, or the 76er team that Allen Iverson took to the finals and they got 4-1 by the Lakers? Whose team was better? What team was better?
See, I think Mutombo is the deciding factor. Mutombo is a Hall of Famer.
Aaron McKee was 6th man of the year that year for Allen Iverson, though.
He's a deciding factor. Mutombo is a Hall of Famer. The deciding factor.
And which team was better?
That Sixers team was better.
I would say the Cleveland team was better. That's what I say. Zoronis Ilgauskas, man, he's 7 foot, bro, center, and Ilgauskas wasn't no scrub. You know what I mean? He actually had a center on that team.
That's real, right? He did. Hey, Ilgauskas, he was known for getting them tip ins and shit.
Right. He wouldn't get shit against Mutombo. He wouldn't get a goddamn thing.
I mean, I ain't gonna argue that.
All right, man. Never Made It, y'all. Never Made It. Tune in again. 11 o'clock, 11:15ish. We live. YouTube, Twitch. Never Made It podcast. 2026 NBA fantasy draft. All right. Be there. All right, man. The game that Tim been thirsty to get to. We got Texas A&M on the road at LSU. LSU is plus 2.5. So they're the underdogs at home. Plus 115 on the money line. The over-under is at 49.5. Texas A&M 7-0. They rolling. They number 3 in the country. I would have never seen. I would have never said it. I would have never bet on it. Like I don't know what to say, man. The quarterback Marcel Reed. He's a sophomore, so he'll be back next year, probably the year after that too. 15 touchdowns, 4 picks, 1,770 passing yards. So he holding on to the ball and not turning it over. They've been rolling all season, but they did struggle last week on the road to Arkansas. They won 45-42, but it was 45-42. So do we think LSU is better than Arkansas? Can LSU hold it down at home? Can they lose by 3? Can they keep it close? Where are you going with this, Ant? Talk to me. Talk
All
to
right,
me
so
nice.
we haven't talked about Texas A&M this year. So, like you said, Marcel Reed, he's a sophomore. He has 1,770 yards, 15 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. As a team, Texas A&M has 1,377 rushing yards on the year. They have 2 guys with over 300 yards and 1 guy with over 200 yards. So you got multiple rushers. They look good on offense. Defense, not so much. They're giving up 200 passing yards a game and 126 rushing yards a game. So decent. I mean, they're averaging 28 points a game, and they're on offense, and they're giving up 23 points a game. So defense doesn't look great. Offense looks really good. Um, we've talked about LSU week after week. I've never picked LSU, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm taking LSU in this game. I don't think Texas A&M. I haven't looked at their schedule. I don't think they've played anybody. I'm going LSU money line. This is the first time I'm picking them. Like we said, Nussmeier, we know what he can do. Rushing the ball, LSU is not great, but they're better defensively. LSU's a pretty decent on defense, so I'm rolling LSU money line.
Okay, we got LSU money line. Talk to me nice, Tom.
You guys believe in forgiveness?
Are you forgiving LSU?
If LSU can pull this off for me today, man, I believe LSU gets this dub today. They at home. LSU let me down. They let me down big time earlier in the year, man. I actually had LSU. I would have taken LSU. The way that I'm, you know what I'm saying, going strong for Oklahoma. I would have been maybe a proponent like that for LSU, but they let me down, man, and I just can't, I don't want to kick them way to the wayside. So forgiveness is in my heart today. So I'm gonna roll with LSU here, man. I think LSU pulls out a tough game. I think both teams is one team here is looking to stay afloat. Another one is looking to try to get back into the mix. So we'll see if possible here. If they lose here, I mean, you also gotta think that LSU's probably out of it to begin with. Going into this week,
Mhm.
they just looking for a bowl game pretty much at this point and stay alive. But if they could pull a win like this off, they rank 20, maybe get back into the top 15, possibly with a win this like this, and we'll see where it goes from there. So, but I'm roll with LSU in a tough game here, man. They got to get this one, man. Back against the wall, desperation. Got to get this one. Rolling with LSU.
All right, man. Texas A&M, their greatest defensive weakness is short passing games. So they struggle against stuff like that. They think the experts is telling me that LSU's quarterback is he's gonna be effective today. But the thing is, fuck what an expert is saying. I feel like I'm an expert my damn self. Okay. I'm Mr. Double Up. LSU has only scored 24 points one time this year. One time, and that was versus Vanderbilt. Other than that, they won 20-10 versus South Carolina. They lost to Ole Miss 24-19. They scored 56-10 versus a nobody university, but that's not even an FBS school. So no.
For sure.
And then they beat Florida 20-10. Meanwhile, Texas A&M giving up points. Yeah, 45-42 versus Arkansas and 41-40 on the road versus Notre Dame. We all think Notre Dame is better than LSU. They both got 2 losses, but look how we look at Notre Dame versus how we look at LSU with
Right.
respect. So, with that being said, I think Texas A&M comes out and wins this game. I would probably take them by the 3 to 2.5, but I think they could actually win it by 7 or 8 points. I don't got LSU getting to 20 points. They ain't scored more than 20 points versus an FBS school. So why are they gonna do it today? I understand what y'all saying. They had high expectations, and you always picking the underdog. You just want the underdog. LSU was finally the underdog. Now you there. You feel me? That's
No,
all it is. We just had to win
I'm
for
gonna
them
tell
lose
you
a couple
why.
games.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. I don't like A&M's defense. The fact that they're giving up 200 yards a game,
But
and then
LSU ain't getting the yard. They don't want. They not getting it versus
yeah,
whoever they play.
I just don't like the defense. That's really why I'm taking LSU. That's
I'm
really
sure,
the
man.
deciding factor for me.
I hurt my soul, man. To hear y'all rolling. You was talking LS who last week. Now you
They'll,
taking LSU. Boy.
they'll
Hey,
still be 1-2.
yeah, I'm standing on it, man. I'm staying there with. I think Texas A&M roll. We gonna put some respect on Texas A&M's name after this. Put it
We'll
like
have
that.
to. Yeah, you're
We're
right.
gonna have to. I agree. We're gonna have to.
We're gonna have to. All right. We'll leave it there though, man. We got an honorable mention. We got BYU on the road versus Iowa State. BYU is ranked in balling. BYU 7-0. I didn't even know they was undefeated. 7-0. But Iowa State is 2.5 point favorites at home. Iowa State is 5-2. They was 5-0 until they played 2 road games. They went on the road and lost to the Buffs last week, and then the week before that, they came here to Cincinnati and they lost to the Bearcats. But you already know how we get down. So who you got in this game, man? You think Iowa State can? You think they got it right, -2.5, or do you think BYU come in there and keep rolling, go to 8-0?
I think BYU keeps rolling. I've watched Iowa State twice this year, and I was unimpressed. I watched them against Iowa, and I watched them against Cincinnati. Ah, man, Iowa State let me down both games, and I'm not gonna pick them a third time. It's BYU's undefeated. There's no reason to bet against BYU. Honestly, they haven't given us a reason. They haven't lost.
Never lost.
Um,
Never lost. LeVar
Yeah, I
Ball.
agree, man. I'm rolling BYU as well, man. I definitely thought Ant was going to go Iowa State. I was ready for debate mode, man.
I wanted to, but I can't.
Nah,
I
man. Yeah, I'm
honestly kind
rolling
of
with
want
BYU.
to,
I just think
man.
BYU's the better team here, man. I think BYU's the much better team, and they should win pretty convincingly.
Man, listen, the last time they played, they ain't played since 2023. And last time they played, Iowa State whooped their ass 45-13. I understand that was a couple years ago, but they beat the shit out of them 45-13 a couple years ago, man. That just got me just teams don't forget. All right. And remember, Iowa State was just 5-0. If they beat UC on the road and they beat Colorado on the road, people will be picking them right here.
Right?
I think people will really be picking them. And they undefeated at home.
Mm.
They have not lost at home. I'm rolling with Iowa State, man. I don't like the fact that they the favorite. It make me not want to pick them because it ain't really worth the money for real, for real. Because -142 on the money line and they're -115 on the spread. But the spread is -2.5, so they got to win by a field goal. Yeah, I'm gonna roll with Iowa State, but I'm just gonna take them on the money line. I think Iowa State gets it done today. We forgetting that they was 5-0. That's all that they're playing competent football. Maybe they just can't win on the road. What is BYU gonna do on the road? That's the question for real, for real.
That's a big question. I mean, that's fair.
What has BYU done on the road? You feel me? They beat the Colorado Buffs 24-21 on the road. Now I understand that Iowa State lost to them, but like I said, Iowa State was on the road. It was just maybe they're just not a road team. They're undefeated at home. You feel me?
Right.
Iowa State, they beat Arizona 39-14. They beat Arizona State 24-16. Arkansas State. I'm sorry. They beat Arkansas State 24-16. They beat Iowa 16-13 at home. Iowa's a decent football team. That 16-13 is nasty, but that was early in the season too. So I like Iowa State to win this game. I don't think they should be the favorite though. So I don't think they should be the favorite, but I think they sneak out. I can't even say sneak out and pull it out because they the favorite. But y'all got fucking BYU for a reason. BYU looks like the better team.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be
But
interesting for sure.
yeah, no, for sure, man. But all right, man, we got Houston on the road. Speaking of Arizona State, that I misspoke. Houston is on the road, 6-1 versus Arizona State, 5-2. We ain't talked about neither one of these teams this year, but they didn't finally made the cut.
Right.
Arizona State is favored by 7.5 points. The money line is -270. Arizona State got a 72% chance to win this game, according to ESPN. What else? The last 3 games, Arizona State is 2-1. But they didn't score 26 points at least. No, they lost 42-10 at Utah. So they got their ass kicked on the road. But they at home. They beat TCU at home. They beat Texas Tech at home. I don't know how y'all feel about TCU and Texas Tech, but I will say this: Houston lost to Texas Tech 35-11. But they won their last two games. Oklahoma State is one of the worst FBS teams, personally, I've seen. And Arizona State, Arizona is mid. So Houston don't got a beautiful resume, but they 6-1. Arizona State, they got a decent resume, but they 5-2.
Mm-hmm.
Which way y'all looking at this? I'll let you go first, Tim. Arizona State 7.5. Is that too many points?
No, it's not. I'm rolling with Arizona State. I think they cover. Houston. I think Houston is solid, but it's Big 12, man. I mean, nobody. We've said this before. Nobody in the Big 12 is like scares anybody in the country. But I mean, we got to pick somebody. I mean, I don't know. It ain't gonna be Houston. I know that. So. I told y'all I picked UC to be my conference winner, and that's looking really good, by the way. Just want to point that out there. But I digress.
They play Baylor today. We're gonna see something.
We're gonna see big test. But yeah, I'm gonna roll with Arizona State here. I believe, like I said, it's just some things is just pretty simple to me. I think this team is just a better team. The quarterback, though, don't get me wrong, that Levet, however you say it, is he's solid, pretty good. I kind of want to see him be a little more aggressive. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm rolling with Arizona State here.
All right, yeah.
Arizona State.
Simple as that.
Better team. Yeah.
Right.
Better team?
Better team.
Arizona
State don't lose this game. There ain't no way.
Oh man, y'all making me want to go with Houston, man. Ain't no way. Better team. All of that stuff is screaming Houston +7.
Wow.
Screaming Houston +7.
I'm okay. Hold on.
All that stuff can be right, and Houston can go out there and lose by a field goal. This is Big 12, man.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. But hold on, because you're being slick here. Let's. I don't want to mix apples and oranges here. As far as betting goes, I get you. You taking the points. I want to ask you though. I mean, you did ask me though. Was 7.5 too much though to start? But I want to ask you though, as far as just winning and losing, who are you taking? Winning and losing.
Winning and losing. I'm going with Arizona State.
All right. Okay, that's all I want to know. All right.
Arizona State.
But I get you though, as far as the points. Though, I'm with you though. That is a little iffy, little fishy, but I just believe Arizona State gets that done though. But I'm with you though. If you want to take Houston with the points though, that ain't bad.
Arizona State, yeah. All right, man. Listen, let's get into our the meat of the motherfucking show. The main reason that everybody is here. We here to make money. All right. So now it's time for the sports bets. I got bets. Ant got a Hail Mary. Tim, you got something today, Tim? Or are you saving for NFL tomorrow? Huh?
I don't know what we about. I just know we could have gotten to anything else other than the meat of the show. I just want to point that out there. We could have gotten to anything else.
Pause.
I'll give you a pause, man. God damn.
Just want to point that out there.
Let's get into the main course, nigga. God damn, that sounds better.
There we go. That sounds a lot better.
Yeah. Matter of fact, this is dessert. Okay, fuck it. This is the dessert of the show. This is the best part. It's the sweetest shit.
The best part.
Y'all get my bet slips. Now look, I'm gonna just segue right into it. Before I even pull up my bet slips, I made a live bet. I've been sitting here making a bet out of the games we've been picking. So I got this is a Hail Mary of Hail Marys. It's +4,000. 5 legs. I'm got Ole Miss by 5.5 over Vanderbilt. I got I'm sorry, I said over Vanderbilt. I got Ole Miss by 5.5 over Oklahoma. I got Vanderbilt by 2.5 over Missouri. I got Texas A&M beating LSU. I got Iowa State beating BYU. And I got Houston +7. That's +4,000. You put 10 on that, that's 400. So if you put 20 on that, that's 800. Like that's 5 legs right there. Let's make $800 today. Put 20 on that. If you need to go back, just rewind it and play that back. All right, because that's a bet right there, a live bet. But all right, man, let's get into our bet slips. Y'all know what time it is, man. I'm gonna go ahead and go first. Mr. Double Up, you feel me? If you want to double your money, this is the place to come. I'm the nigga to talk to because that's all I do is double up. The first one I got for you, I got UCLA at Indiana. I got UCLA scoring 9 points. UCLA has scored over 9 points every game this goddamn season. Indiana is known for blowing motherfuckers out. They do that. But UCLA could lose the game, but don't forget they've been upsetting people the past couple weeks. They beat Penn State. They just upset. They beat Oregon. Like they hot right now. All right. Didn't they beat Oregon? Am I tripping?
Who?
Yeah.
Penn State beat Oregon, right?
No,
You're not Penn
Oregon
State.
beat Penn
UCLA.
State.
UCLA.
No.
No.
Indiana beat
That
Oregon.
was Indiana that beat Oregon. Yeah.
That was Indiana. All right. UCLA beat Penn State.
Yes.
All right. UCLA just beat Penn State. My point is they're scoring points. All right. They're not going to be denied. 9 points ain't shit on the road, especially versus Indiana. Even though Indiana blows everybody out, they do give up points. They gave up at least 10 points to every FBS school that they played. I think 9 points is just easy. All right. So I got UCLA scoring 9 points. Then I got Kansas at home scoring over 25 points versus Kansas State. Kansas they ain't been losing up and down, so is Kansas State. But one thing Kansas has been doing is balling the fuck out. Their quarterback is a baller. If you don't know him, what's his name? Daniels. He's a baller. I keep getting him confused with the NFL quarterback. All right. Call him Jay Daniels. His name is Jalen Daniels. The NFL quarterback is Jaden Daniels. But Jalen Daniels got 18 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. They're putting up 25 points today at home. So Kansas over 25.5 points and UCLA over 8.5 points. That's an easy double up. Probably the easiest double up you're going to see all day. I can promise you that. All right. Now for my second double up, this one is plus 123. I got Georgia Tech money line over Syracuse. I shouldn't even have to explain that. Georgia Tech is favored by 16.5 points. All right, you do the math. I got Virginia favored it over North Carolina. I got Virginia winning money line. Again, they're the favorite by 10.5 points. You see what the hell Belichick been doing out there in North Carolina. You see how Virginia been playing. That should be a no-brainer. Money line, Virginia. Then I got Ole Miss at Oklahoma plus 7.5 points. Simply because I feel like Ole Miss might actually win the game. But if they happen to lose, I don't think it's by more than a touchdown. So Georgia Tech money line, Virginia money line, Ole Miss plus 7.5. That's plus 123. Put something big on that and double up. Pause. I know Tim lurking over there. Put something nice on that and double up. All right. Plus 123. Georgia Tech money line. Ole Miss plus 7.5. Virginia money line. That's easy money, man. 2 easy double ups for them. I'm gonna be 2 for 2 today. And I'm posting it on the Facebook page to see who tailed the bet. Because I can't believe niggas don't like making money. This is crazy.
No, I like that second ticket special.
This is crazy. Go ahead, Ant Man. Give us your Hail Mary, brother.
All right, Hail Mary time. I'm gonna go Ole Miss money line over Oklahoma. We already talked about that. I'm taking Vanderbilt minus 3.5. I think they win by more than a field goal.
Okay, I about to say field goal gonna hurt your feelings though. Like, oh.
Yeah, it would. It definitely would. But I think they're gonna win by more than a field goal. And then I got LSU money line. That's a 3-pick parlay plus 1,084. $40 pays 473.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. 3-pick parlay, Ole Miss money line, Vanderbilt minus 3.5, and LSU money line for plus 1,000. I like that.
I think LSU loses today, but that's not bad. If they win, they pull that off. The other two shit, those
exactly. Exactly. And then here's the thing. With these Hail Marys, like if the first 2 legs hit, I ain't got to tell everybody this, but to people who don't usually bet, if the first 2 legs hit, and all these games are at different times, the first 2 hit, check your cash out. I mean, if it $40 pays 473, they might offer you 200, 250 by the time the third game rolls around, especially if LSU goes up in the first quarter. Constantly check that cash out and you come up off 200 off of $40. That's still a win. You know what I mean? When you do a Hail Mary bet, just keep constantly check that cash out once your legs start hitting. Because
constantly check your cash out on Hail Mary tickets for sure.
Yeah, LSU could lose that game, but if you hit the first 2 legs, you're still gonna come up. You know what I mean?
And that's what it's about. A win is a win is a win. Y'all got to remember the goal in this shit is to win bets. That's why I give out double ups. It's nice to we make these Hail Mary tickets. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, you got to drop back and throw the ball 80 yards up the field like Aaron Rodgers. Right. But most days, you got to dink and dunk like motherfucking Tom Brady. All right, and that's how you come up. That's how you come up. Is the slow and steady wins the race. All right. I'm gonna give y'all my Hail Mary again before we get out of here, just because I did it live and I don't even do Hail Marys. But this one is plus 4,000. So again, here's my Hail Mary ticket. Ole Miss minus 5.5 versus Oklahoma. Vanderbilt minus 2.5 at home versus Missouri. Texas A&M on the money line versus LSU. Iowa State on the money line versus BYU, and Houston +7 at Arizona State. That's plus 4,000. You put $10 on that, that's 400. You put 20 on that, that's 800. You put 40 on that, that's you get the math. All right, it's 1,200 though. But any other, give me your final, give me your final thoughts, Ant, man.
Final thoughts. I
Give
mean,
me your final thoughts of today.
Ohio State's on a bye week. They're gonna come back next week against Penn State. I know Penn State don't look good, but it's gonna be nice to watch some Buckeye football. And we do make bets. I'm gonna throw this out there. Another Hail Mary. Everybody go into your DraftKings, your FanDuel, your ESPN, and bet for Julian Sand to win the Heisman Trophy this year. The kid's gonna win it. Redshirt freshman, he's gonna do it. I promise you. That and
Who
final thoughts, everybody. Tell these bets and try to make some money. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. Make sure you when we get the shop up, grab you some merch, and we'll be back at it next Saturday.
Go ahead, Timothy. Timothy. Delgado.
Roses are red. Keep heads cooler. Ole Miss about to get their ass whooped by them Oklahoma Sooners. Good night, folks. Y'all have yourselves a good day. We love y'all. See y'all Saturday. Never made it. Every
Never made
Saturday
it,
and
y'all.
Sunday.
Shout out to Jimmy. Shout out to Will. Shout out to motherfucking everybody. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even name a motherfucker. Nah, man. Shout out to consistency, man. I fucks with y'all. I fucks with this, man. It was good to do this morning. We'll be back at 9 in the morning tomorrow. So tune in for the NFL show. But if you here, stick around with us. We going live in about 30, 40 minutes with the NBA 2K26 fantasy draft. All right, for the franchise. Okay. So hit us up on YouTube and Twitch. Follow the pages. Never made it, man. We out of here, man.
Peace. Peace.
Yes, sir.